with Mayhem Goddess Crew. I have done somewhat of a different video because guess what? I ain't got nothing but time on my hands. So, might as well have done it. This was suggested by Madame Freak Show. Shout out to you. I have created 3 looks using one palette. Yes, girl, you heard me. I said one palette, 3 different looks just for you. And yes, I wore the same purple wig because ain't nobody be trying to change wigs like that. But the eyeshadow looks different. So let's go ahead and get popping. Now, for this first look, what we are going to do is dib and dab and a couple of Zodiacs, like why not? I don't see what's the big deal. So, as I'm learning to use this P. Louise makeup base, I'm finding that the more that you pat it on, the better it makes your eyeshadow come out. I told you that I'm so new to P. Louise and her bases, so I'm learning and we are learning together. So in the color of Rumor 2, which I think is just number 2, I told you this, we're gonna apply that all over the lid and we're gonna keep on patting. Now with a fluffy brush, we're gonna go into Leo 3 and we're going to apply that all in this crease area, right here, right here. What do you think about the Leo roll? Do you think it's very Leo, or do you think some colors are missing, or what? I have a mother Leo, and I think they could add just a few more colors. Like, I would like to see a really bright red coming from Leo. Like, this color right here is like orange, which is really pretty. But I like to see a bright red from Leo and maybe a silver for Leo. Now with a clean fluffy brush, we're going to go into the color Leo 1 and we're going to apply that right above here. I find that tapping it on first and then in circular motion, blending those two together works very well. So with a flat brush, we're going to dibble and dabble into Gemini for a second. Just for a hot second. And we're going to go into Gemini 2, which is that yellow color. And we're going to place that all over the lid. No, we're not going to cut the crease in this look. But stay tuned. We're going to do it. We're going to cut the crease, girl. I just don't know which one we're going to do. So now for my interquarter highlight, we're going to go into 2 colors. We're going to go into Leo 5. And just because I think that that glitter color is really gorgeous, I want to go into Cancer 7. So first we're going to layer on Leo 5. And then right on top of that, we're going to layer on Cancer. What is it? Cancer 7. That just doesn't even sound right. But we're going to layer on Cancer 7 right on top of Leo 5. Let's go into Libra 5 and take a brush, whatever type of brush. This is actually a smudge brush. I like using this because it's it picks up the color well and it smudges underneath my waterline perfectly. So I'm just going to take that color and it's going to go right under here, right here. So that completes a look number 1. We got 2 more looks to do, girl. So let's go ahead and give you a little bit of slow-mo side by side so you can see what's going on with this situation. And let's move on to the second look. Okay, so here we are for look number 2. The first color we are going to go into, actually we're going to dip into 2 colors, girl. We are going to go into Libra 2 and Cancer 4. And I would like those 2 colors to be this nice deep forest green. So we're going to apply that here and we're going to do a cut crease. Now going into Aries 4 and a clean fluffy brush. Remember, I got the whole little situation where I can clean off my brush before I go to the next color. So we're going to apply Aries 4 right up here and then we're going to go ahead and blend those 2 together to, it's really a soft pink. So it's gonna kind of lighten it up and make it a lot more softer and a lot more blown out look. Now to cut the crease, I'm gonna go ahead and use some good old Vaseline. I find that Vaseline is a whole lot easier on my eyelids. I've been using this for a couple of days because I ain't had nothing but time since this quarantine. So I've been experimenting with some stuff, and I like using Vaseline other than the what is it called, the makeup remover, because the makeup remover in the Q-tip is a little harsh on my eyelids. I have quite sensitive eyes and skin and all that other jazz. So I needed to find something that was going to clean up the crease just as well, but not put micro abrasions on my eyelid. So I have found Vaseline, and I don't know why I haven't been using this all this time, but I'm going to cut the crease with the Vaseline. Using that P. Louise number 2 makeup base, I'm going to go ahead and trace out where I have cut the crease and fill in the blank pieces. Now with a flat brush, we are going to go into Cancer 2, which is this a light blue color, and we're going to dab that all over the lid in the blank pieces, right? Now, I know that this side is way longer than this side, but I'm gonna tell you, once you get done, you are going to cut that off. So don't worry about this. We're gonna clean it up. Now, the next color I want to go into, just to bring it up a notch, because I told you I had nothing but time on my hands. We are going to go into Pisces 5, and we're going to apply that sparingly all over the lid because we don't want to make it a straight up shimmer. I just wanted to add a little bit of pizzazz to it. You know what I'm saying? For this interquarter highlight, I want to go into 2 colors. I want to go into Scorpio 6, and then I want to layer that with Taurus 8. For the waterline, let's go ahead, well, not the waterline, but the bottom lash line. Let's go into the color called Aquarius 3. And it's almost the similar color to Cancer 2, but this one, Aquarius 3, is a little bit lighter than Cancer 2. Had to look at it just to make sure. That completes look number 2. Have you ever, in your lifetime, you had to, in your lifetime, have a piece of hair, this piece, for me, that don't want to act right and don't want to do what you wanted to do? That's this piece right here. Let's move it on to look number 3. So there's a few zodiac signs that I have not used any of the colors in, and that would be Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and I only use one color in Pisces. So let's go with those. So let's go into Sagittarius 1, and we're going to place this rather high on the lid. Color I want to go into is called a Virgo 3, and it's that brown color, and we're going to place that in the crease, and we're going to take it all the way down to this corner right here. So now, taking my handy dandy Vaseline that I just absolutely love cutting the crease with, because it's a whole lot lighter in my eyes, I'm going to half cut the crease with a Q-tip and some Vaseline. Ain't nobody playing these games today. We don't want dark eyelids. So if you were pulling and tugging on your eyelids, stop doing it, because dark eyelids does what? It makes you look old. So if you could choose something way gentler on the eyelids to cut your crease or do your makeup with, please, I advise to do so. So once you're done doing that, we are going to go back into that makeup base, and we're going to finish up cleaning up the crease so we can lay down our next color. Now that we got that all cleaned up, let's go into Pisces 3. We're going to pack that all over the lid, and then we're going to sparingly put Pisces 7 right on top of Pisces 3. For the lower lash line, we're going to go into Scorpio 2, and on a smudge brush, we're going to just apply that on the bottom lash line. And for our interquarter highlight, let's go into Capricorn 6 and pop that right in the interquarter. So that is the third look. Now, so far as with this palette, this is one of my third palettes that I have purchased from Qing Beauty. And I said it before, I'm quite surprised at the pigmentations that this palette or any of the palettes ever do. But look at this. This is bigger than my face. Hey, you got all these beautiful glitters here. I say, why not? Why not go for it? You can create an array of looks by mixing and matching different colors in here, like I did with the second look. You could make that dark green into a darker green if you want. I think it's really nice to have a palette where it's not just bits and pieces of each zodiac sign. It actually gives you a whole color scheme for each zodiac sign. So Aries has its own color scheme, Cancer has its own color scheme, Gemini has its own color scheme. So it's nice to have multiple colors that is related to that zodiac sign. I've had palettes before that had zodiac sign colors in there, but they were taken, it was like bits and pieces from each one, and they packed it all into one palette. If you are interested in this palette, as I said in my last video, with everything that's going on and shipping and things closing, I will be linking them down below, so when things start to open and you're watching this video in the future, you will be able to purchase, or if you're comfortable purchasing right now, the link is down there. So I understand that if you are skeptical or if everything is closed, literally everything is closed. So I will leave the link down there below, and if you are watching this in the future, that means it must be safe to buy. So it's linked down below.